So what's going on, guys? My name is MrDalekJD and welcome to a really exciting video, and this is the first time you're ever going to see up to 18 players in a single game of zombies. You know, we've seen 8 players in Black Ops 2, which was of course in grief, but thanks to Black Ops 3 and the PC mod tools, we can now have up to 18 players in a single game of zombies, and you're currently witnessing more than 8 players right now in a game of the Giant. Now, this is of course a mammoth mod which is in nowhere near completion. You're seeing the very early testing of this, but it's still incredibly exciting to see what this could hold for the future of, you know, the game for Black Ops 3, as well as custom maps in the future supporting this, as well as being able to play all the classic maps in just new ways of more players. Now, this all wouldn't be possible without the help of the dev team which created this, which is DTZ Exporter, SE2 Dev and Nukem, which created this 18 player support for Black Ops 3 Zombies. And this also had help from I Am That Michael, Little Robot, Hitman Veer, Harry BO21, Red Space, and many others. And of course, like I mentioned, this is still very early, and at the moment you're watching the Giant, which I believe had about 8 or 9 players. So of course, when you have more than the allowed 4 players in a game of zombies, the game gets a little confused on what character to load, and it will just load in the first character that is in the options, and that is Dempsey. So you're seeing quite a few Dempseys, and of course, as time goes on, the heads up display will be changed in the UI as well to support all these extra players so you can see their points. But as it stands right now, if you join the game and you're player 5 or above, you're going to have no user interface on your screen, so you won't see your points, you won't see your ammo or anything like that, and you can't interact with anything. So it is still a very early test, but the Giant was the best map to play for this because it's just so simple and it's just fun. Seeing all this stuff happen, seeing this many players in a single match, we're running around trying to get the power on, you know, linking all the teleporters to the mainframe. It's all quite hilarious, and we also managed to do this on Shadows of Evil as well. Now, this does work for all the other maps, but it does have a big degree of crashing. Literally anything that you do can end up crashing the game, but the Giant and Shadows of Evil were very fun and also worked at the time of me showing you this, so I thought it would be great to show you the base maps anyway. And yeah, this is just really exciting. I can imagine Grief and Turned could be created. I mean, we already have Turned as a mod in Black Ops 3 Zombies, but adding support for more than 4 players, up to 18 players in a single game of zombies, it is the most hectic thing I think I've ever seen in my life, but also extremely fun as well. I remember back when Black Ops 2 came out, there was a glitch where you could play Transit with up to 8 players by doing something crazy with Grief, so that was really fun. So it brings back a lot of memories of just having fun with friends and, you know, seeing what can be done in zombies, how much easier it becomes having more players. And the zombies' health doesn't change in any way once there's more than 4 players in. It stays exactly the same as it is round by round. But interestingly enough, as you'll see in the footage, when it gets to the dog round, it does actually scale up depending on how many players there are in the game. At this rate, we had about 8 or 9 in the game, and there was like a never-ending round of dogs. It took absolutely forever. And the same thing on Shadows of Evil as well. When it came to the bug rounds, there was just never ending, which was crazy. Now, also, this is a really early version of the mod, like I've mentioned many times before, but interestingly, when I was hitting the Gobblegum machine during Shadows of Evil, it was just a plain Gobblegum, and it said press to select equipment, which is something I've never seen before on the Gobblegum machine. So it's just another look at seeing how this can work and what sort of things happen during the game when, you know, you do something which the game doesn't normally allow you to do. But it just goes to show you that if Treyarch allowed it to be so, there could very easily be more than 4 players in a single game of zombies. There could definitely be 8, it seems very stable, and this mod is of course being constantly worked on to allow up to 18. This could be one of the most important mods we've ever seen created for Black Ops 3 Zombies because, like I mentioned, not only does this support the classic Treyarch maps when everything gets ironed out, but this also works for custom maps as well. I've seen a group of other 18 players testing this out on a custom map called Project Viking, which is in early beta right now and will probably be in a much better state to be showable in about a few weeks time from now, so you can check that out. But they've already managed to work on that to support more than 10 players right now. They almost got the full 18 at the time of making this video, and they've updated the user interface to support any player besides the normal 4, and you can see their characters on screen, you can see their point amount as well. So, you know, as this works on and gets updated to fully support everything in the future, this can hold a lot of promise. Like I already mentioned, Turned has already been created for Black Ops 3 Zombies in the mod tools, and I can definitely see this being supported as well to have even more players, even more fun. You could even imagine some custom maps being created solely for the purpose of there being up to 18 players playing in a single match. Now, this was a joke I had with a friend when we were testing this earlier, but this could actually open the idea and prospect of Zombies Battle Royale. Like, if someone was to create a Zombies custom map where you've got, you know, zombies trying to kill you, just like normal zombies, you're trying to survive, but they had a bit of grief involved where it was a full-on battle royale inside of a custom zombies map. This could be one of the greatest mods ever seen for zombies. Like, honestly, the ideas and possibilities are absolutely endless. But if you guys have any ideas on what you'd like to see changed or perhaps added to, you know, make this even better, then I'm sure the developers will be reading the comment section on this video. So if you guys got any ideas on what you think should be added, or, you know, ideas that you think could be adapted for the future for even better experiences within the mod tools, then definitely drop the comments down below. Make sure to drop a thumbs up on the video as well, as I'd really appreciate that. It also help to gauge interest and if you guys think this is something really cool for zombies, because I definitely think it is as well. And also, I want to thank Treyarch and just the developers as well, because without them, we wouldn't have this awesome game, we wouldn't have the mod tools for these crazy experiences, and you know, these guys are out here killing the game, letting us do all this fun stuff within the game, and you know, I think they're really keeping us happy. I mean, without the mod tools, Black Ops 3 would definitely be a lot more of a duller game, and I think with Black Ops 4, we're going to have, you know, even more experiences like this to come. So I'm just really, really excited right now. And it also felt extremely good to go back and play Treyarch Zombies again and just have fun playing rounds with friends. It just felt really damn good. Of course, as this mod gets worked on, I'll be bringing you guys some more videos. I'm really hoping that 8 players will be fully supported and working for Drak, because I'd love to cover and show you guys 8 players or maybe even up to 18 players in the boss fight, and maybe do all the Easter eggs as well within all of the maps. But I'm going to leave the footage running just to show you guys how funny this is and just to see what happens with this many players in the game. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.
not do that.